Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Excellent field position here for the offense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Collins. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Unloads to the right. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
With the catch, it's Frazier. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Direct snap. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to throw. It's Rashada. He finds his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. They'll go to the air. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now they're off.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Durham. At the 10, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
They'll go to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one of the day is booted away. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're scoreless.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's got it again. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Got it in the middle. It's Humphreys. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They'll go back to the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for room, it's Frazier. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Now on the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Illinois. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. And he could not get loose on the run. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Running behind that left side. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. The 20. He's at the... Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Timeout, Georgia.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that pass picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Crosses the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Wide receiver shows motion. They're getting this guy lathered up. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw, it's Collins. He's got his man. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
On the run, it's Jackson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Fast motion from the offense. The give and the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He wants to throw here on second down. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Georgia! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the lone running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Sends it downfield. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it off to start the second half. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Little. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They'll line up for a second down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback is not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A first down for the offense. Back to throw, it's Collins. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guys so he can make the catch. If you put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
He's back to throw on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target to the left. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Durham. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Powers through the defender. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the run, it's Frazier. At the 35, he's open. Can anyone catch him? And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you were willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 10, LSU 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Goes to the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Marches ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
On second down, wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Let's go! Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give as they work on that clock. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 11-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to get the corner. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is lighting up the scoreboard right now, thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. The quarterback takes a knee.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line gets set, 1st down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.